going on, guys, and welcome back to another video with your host, as always, K-Mac Time. Now, there's been, since last Friday, this news going around that Viacom and DirecTV were in this midst of a giant controversy that could end up in them pulling all of their channels off of DirecTV except for premium memberships. This means networks like Nickelodeon, MTV, BET, and like 20 others were potentially going to be completely pulled off of DirecTV, and all of their users basically were not going to get those channels, not going to get those shows. This, of course, was a huge deal for us Nickelodeon fans because we didn't know if we were even going to get them to air the Kids' Choice Awards, which went down over this weekend. Fortunately for that, during this time they were in these contract talks. They kept the deal in place because it did end on Friday at like 5 p.m. So like they were able to keep it on and kind of have a good faith deal saying we'll keep it on while negotiations work out. But we weren't entirely sure whether or not that this was going to happen or not. There were threats of them dumping them completely, and they were having all these talks about how much money that they have to pay. It's something like $1 billion that they have to pay Viacom for their broadcasting all of their networks, all 20 something plus of them per year. And they were really, with the uptick of things like Netflix, Hulu, streaming services, Redbox, and things like that. The consumer is really moving away from having a TV experience. I personally don't have television. I mean, I see these shows, Nickelodeon shows, things like that. I have ways of watching them, but I don't actually pay for cable, and I haven't for quite some time. And the numbers are starting to reflect that. I mean, just look in DirecTV's fourth quarter report last year. They reported that over 600,000 subscribers canceled their subscription just in that quarter alone. So the numbers are starting to reflect that, and it's starting to cut into their profits, obviously, which makes them, when they have these deals come up with things like Viacom, they can't really afford to pay that yearly $1 billion. I mean, it's rumored to be like $1 billion, but something, some absurd number. They can't really afford to do that with these decline in subscriber numbers and decline in people just having subscription to television at all anymore. And they're kind of moving towards a more on-demand, a future, which is a whole another thing. But for the people that do pay for DirecTV, for the fans that do want to see these networks, do want to see these shows, your MTVs, your BETs, your Nickelodeons, and there are a wide catalog of other things, this was a big deal. I mean, and there was lots of shows you would be missing out on. I mean, you just saw alone Nickelodeon's all of their social medias were putting out these giant calls to action saying you won't see any more SpongeBob. There's new SpongeBob episodes supposed to be coming this summer. You won't see them. You won't see the Kids' Choice Awards. You won't see, the Lot House. You won't see things like that anymore. And they were having this number you could call to complain. There's also a website they set up that you could go there and sign a petition for them to keep them. But even with all that, and even with all the big to-do about it, there was still a big question mark up there whether or not this deal would get done. And it came out today that happily the two sides did reach an agreement, which is amazing. Now, these networks have avoided this blackout here. And according to this article, direct contact between DirecTV and At&t and Viacom expired midnight on Friday, but the companies continued talks over the weekend. Viacom's channels remained on the TV service during the talks, and an agreement was reached early Monday morning. And they said that they were pleased to announce a renewed Viacom At&t contract that includes continued carriage of all Viacom services across multiple At&t platforms and products. The company said in a joint statement on USA Today, the deal also brings At&t customers more choice and improved value for the Viacom content. We expect to announce additional details in the very near future. So this could be a lot of big things here, but the biggest thing here, we are avoiding a blackout. Did I think they were going to take Nickelodeon off completely forever? No. But did I see them having what they call a blackout and not being available for maybe a month or two? I thought that was a real possibility. If they couldn't get to this agreement like they did this morning on Monday, then there was going to be a potential blackout. And when lawyers get involved and numbers thrown around, and then they have to go back and forth on things and they negotiate, it could have been weeks of no Nickelodeon, no MTV. And for some people that would have been a very unfortunate thing. I probably wouldn't have been too affected. Like I said, I don't have cable, and then I do watch a lot of these shows online or other paid subscriptions that I have. I watch them on demand after they release. But it would have been a big deal, but I'm glad they avoided this. And it just goes to show that, the things can be done. And there are people out there that were affected by this. There's figures out there about how many people called that 1-800 number. Over 100,000 people gave that a call to complain. The website's petition blew up. I mean, people were really upset by this, and it goes to show that there are fans out there of the networks, and they can band together and get this done. And I'm just glad that they did get it done. Nickelodeon's not going anywhere, guys. It's going to be around for a long, long time. Like we saw over the weekend, the Kids' Choice Awards were pretty freaking cool. A lot of celebrities there, a lot of cool things going on, and lots of rumors flying around about a bunch of shows coming out. Of course, we got the new Drake and Josh kind of thing going around. The rumors flying around that they're trying to reboot that's in the works with a more adult theme, and I'll talk more about that in a future video. But super excited about that. Love Drake and Josh and the old school Nickelodeon live action shows. Some of my all-time favorites. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to announce right now to you guys that Nickelodeon is not going anywhere. It has, in fact, become out in the open that Viacom and AT&T and DirecTV and all that have reached an agreement, and it's not going anywhere. It will not be blacked out. You'll be able to watch all new SpongeBob, all new Loud House, all new things on all of their networks with no delay, no blackout, which is amazing news. Hopefully, you guys are excited about this, and hopefully, you guys are excited about future things coming from the network as well. But that's all I have for time for today, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know down in the comment section. Were you guys nervous about this blackout? Were you guys thinking it could happen? All that kind of stuff. Also, let me know what you guys think about the potential of a new Drake and Josh reboot. Something you want to see, something you should think they should just stick away from, just you kind of ruin the original type of thing. And let me know all that down in the comment section below. Also, you could guys do me a huge favor, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell button for more updates like this in your sub boxes daily. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always Kamek time somewhere. Until then, take it easy and peace out.
Right in. Ninja.